Okay, folks. Tonight's the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty. And if you're hopping on with me right now, you see that number down there, 1892. We are 8 subscribers away from, I can't believe I'm going to say this, 1900 subscribers. And then after that, the great 2000. So while I get everything in order here, if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you like, you share, and you subscribe. Tell your friends that this is the alternative play by play universe. Speaking of alternative play by play, got a couple of my boys that are on right now. Play by play with JJ, who's covering the Phillies. The Phillies are leading Boston by a count of 4-1. They were in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Yankees lead Toronto 3-1. They were in the top of the third across the border at Skydome. And why is this? Oh, I know why, because I made that invisible. That's exactly why. We're gonna give a test to a few things tonight. Because after this one, we're gonna peek in Phoenix, Arizona. Oop, wrong one. Doggone it. We're gonna peek in on Phoenix, Arizona with the red hot Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, game underway in the W because that's our focus right now. The Sparks trail the Mystics by 10, 26-16. Oh, you know what that is? I know why, because it's green and okay, I know what the problem is. I believe I know what the problem is. And we got 4 minutes to solve it. Okay, I don't have a set intro at the moment. And I want you guys to set it for me. So give me your suggestions down in the chat. Let's go here. No, it's good. Everything's good here. Except this side. This side I can leave open. Okay. Close that. Yeah, that's the only problem I have with it being green. Hey, good evening, Callie Green Shields, our first chatter of the night. She's gonna bring the trivia like always. Yeah, that's what I did. Now, Callie, I want you to spread the word that I'm changing the intro and I want to change it before Thursday's game. Oops, wrong screen. Before Thursday's game when the Fever hosts the Los Angeles Sparks. So, if any of you guys have ideas of what clips you want me to use, let me know down below. Okay. Now we got the scoreboard set up. Let's take care of the backdrop. Because what I did last night, and we're counting down to 3 minutes remaining before our broadcast has officially begun. I might take the chat down altogether. All right. I'm talking through every decision I can think of right now. Yeah, I made that invisible. Okay, so I have the chat box blending in. Hey, Moose, what's going on? How's life north of the border? So I got the I got the chat box invisible right now. Oh, I have it blending in with the backdrop. And the backdrop is what I need to change here because it's not baseball we're putting together. It is basketball. Bang. There we go. All right. So make sure you tell all your friends that the drive toward 1900 is all the way on. And let's see if we can get it by the end of this week. And then Let's start the drive toward 2,000 and make that 2,000 goal Labor Day weekend. So what do you guys think? You guys like the new setup that I have for basketball? What I've done is I have 4 different setups, one for each of the sports that I cover. And if I am to add a 5th one, like volleyball, I'll have a backdrop for that too. Normally, I would go with the arenas where the game is taking place, but that requires a lot of time and a lot of research. And with football right around the corner, don't have any time to research them, though I could dedicate a day to do just that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Fever 12-11 coming into tonight. The Liberty 15-6. And what do y'all think? Can the Fever get this one without Caitlin Clark? The thing is, we don't know how long Caitlin Clark will be out. Meanwhile, New York gets stronger. They have Jonquel Jones set to return tonight. And what I want to add, I know I've teased a pregame show all year. I never, unfortunately, put in the time to put it together, and that's my fault. I want to start doing that and start putting together all the shows that I need. We're going to do a couple of raids tonight also, as they're live at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. It's Indiana Fever basketball. And while I'm at it, as mentioned, it's Indiana Fever basketball, and it begins right now. Our keys to the game are driven tonight by betus.com, where the game begins. Indiana's got to get off to a very hot start, and I mean very hot, because as mentioned, they're playing this game against a very healthy New York club. The healthy champions. Indiana sitting in the 6th spot right now. They're only half a game ahead of both Washington and Las Vegas, with Golden State in the 9 spot. It's Golden State, Los Angeles, Chicago, Dallas, and Connecticut all out of the playoff picture as we sit right now. Good evening, everybody. Brian Snow here with you. And thank you for coming along this journey with me, as we're going to bring all 44 games of the Indiana Fever season to you and for you. And we're going to do a couple of raids right here. Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu lead the Liberty in scoring. Stewart at 19.7, Ionescu 18.7. Jonquel Jones, 12.1 points per game to date. And it's an ankle injury that she has been dealing with. Let's first start with our friends over at the Sports Nuts, shall we? I'm going to put a few links in the chat throughout the course of the evening. I want y'all to do me a favor and go show them some love. Use the hashtag Snowman Raid. And this is my birthday week. I celebrated my birthday on Monday. I did a late stream. I didn't plan to come on at all, but I did. And we're ready to go. McDonald Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham starts along with Natasha Howard and Aliyah Boston for Indiana. Cloud, Ionescu, Phoebus, Stewart, and the reigning MVP of the WNBA Finals, Jonquel Jones, back in the lineup, playing only 9 games to date. So she's missed the last 12. The Indiana Fever go to the road blue uniforms with the yellow numbers and yellow lettering as the players exchange pleasantries. And what I'm seeing, what I'm loving right now is the fact that all the Indiana players are showing Jonquel Jones a lot of love. First game playing with the opening day starters since June the 5th. They're 7-0 without her. Here we go. It's Aliyah Boston taking the center jump. Indiana left to right in the first half. Jonquel Jones and the Liberty right to left. Ball tapped high in the air, and it comes down to Natasha Howard. Ari McDonald brings it up, gets across the timeline into the front court, guarded by Natasha Cloud, and we're underway. Out front, Aliyah Boston hands to Ari McDonald to Kelsey Mitchell flying down the lane, lost the ball, and immediately the first turnover of the game, but Mitchell steals it back. Sophie Cunningham with a 3 out of the corner. Long rebound chased down by Ari McDonald. Out front, that's McDonald with a 3. That's missed. Ball on the floor, and this is where Indiana has to improve. They got to get some rebounds. They got to turn them into buckets. Stewart in the front court finds Jonquel Jones. On the right side is Phoebus. Phoebus with a scissor dribble. Out front, Natasha Cloud. Cloud, bullet pass underneath to Jonquel Jones. Backs in on Cunningham. Immediately met by a double team. Over the top pass to Phoebus. 6 to shoot. Phoebus on the drive. Pitch to the corner. A Jones 3. Yep. And it's 3-0 in favor of the New York Liberty. 9:05 left in the first quarter. Back comes McDonald. Aliyah Boston has it out front. And here we go with this technical difficulty again. I'm going to solve this by Sunday. Okay? I'm going to solve this feed difficulty that I often have during these games by Sunday. Welcome back to the lineup, Jonquel Jones, as she banged home a 3 from distance from the right corner. 3-0 our score, 8:48 for the quarter. Underneath the Phoebus, she shoots it in. And it's 5-0. McDonald in the front court. Out front, Aliyah Boston finds Kelsey Mitchell on the weave, left wing. Out front, Boston. Right side, McDonald. McDonald plays it back left to Mitchell. She'll take a 3 from the left wing. In and out. Long rebound chased down by Phoebus ahead to Ionescu. And it's going to be that kind of night. I have fear. Out front, Jonquel Jones, a right wing 3. Short. Long rebound chased down by Natasha Howard. Aliyah Boston brings it up. Boston on the drive and on Breanna Stewart. Fakes, right hand hook, missed. Ball on the floor, taken down by McDonald to Natasha Howard. Reverse layup is in, and Indiana's on the board. 5-2 our score. 2 minutes gone in the first. On the right side, on the left side is Ionescu. Works off the Stewart screen. To the right side, Natasha Cloud. She'll lift up a 3 and bangs it home. We have our first trivia question of the night. This will come at the first break. Aliyah Boston has it out front. Boston holds and looks with a backdoor to Natasha Howard. Got stripped, but a foul called on Natasha Cloud. That's her first. And the first team foul. The Liberty leading the league in scoring at 89.7. Indiana third in the league at scoring at just over 84. And to the free throw line comes Natasha Howard. I said I would get better at this and be better throughout the course of this 30th season, and I mean every word of that. Free throw good for Natasha Howard. It's 8-3 and 7:39 left in the opening quarter. Howard gets ready, shoots the second one. Good. She makes 2 big ones. And I say big ones because it's been a bugaboo for Indiana lately. 8-4 our score. 7:35 left in the first quarter. Breanna Stewart out front, hands to Natasha Cloud out between the rings. Bounce pass left to Phoebus. Long pass looking to stay in play, and should be an over and back violation. It is, and it's turned over to the Fever with a chance to get back in the ball game. Sandy Brondello is the coach of the New York Liberty. Stephanie White, of course, leads the Indiana Fever. McDonald brings it across in the front court against Cloud, finds Mitchell, 20 for the right of the key, bullseye! Kelsey Mitchell with her first bucket, and Indiana stays within 2, 8-6, and 7 minutes left in the first. Ionescu front court to the right, gets it back off a handoff from Jonquel Jones. Ionescu has it right of the key. Now Stewart out front, down below Jonquel Jones, goes up, nope, foul called, and Jones shoots 2. First question of the night. First trivia question of the night. How many times have the New York Liberty won the WNBA championship? I can tell you how many, I think I can tell you how many times that they've been in the final. Jones hits the free throw, 9-6, New York with the lead, and 6:59 left in the opening quarter. Don't forget after this, as Jones pops the second one good, 10-6, Liberty with the lead, Fever the ball, moving left to right as McDonald trots it up. Natasha Cloud calls a defensive play. McDonald in the front court with a right-handed dribble. Out front, Kelsey Mitchell. Over the top pass to McDonald in the right corner. McDonald works off the Boston screen. Now to Natasha Howard on the left wing. Now back to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell dances against Stewart, dumps it low to Howard. Howard over the top pass is tipped and stolen by Cloud. That's been a bugaboo of the Fever lately, has been turnovers. A bullet pass ahead to Jonquel Jones, looking to go to work on Aliyah Boston. Jones gets her out of there. Jones backs in, fadeaway shot right of the lane. Short, Natasha Howard the rebound. Chance to cut it to 2 or 1 with a long one. Howard brings it up, finds Mitchell on the left wing. Kelsey Mitchell stops and starts. Top of the circle, flying all the way in and lays it in. Kelsey Mitchell gets her second bucket of the game. She's got 4, and the lead is a deuce, 10-8, and 6:05 left in the quarter. Here's Ionescu on the drive into the lane. Pitch out left corner. A Jones 3. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Howard. Chance to tie for the Fever. They run ahead to McDonald. Avery McDonald with a bounce pass underneath to Boston. Spins in the lane. Missed the layup. Gets the offensive rebound. Feeds it back to Howard. Howard in the lane. Scoops it in. And we're tied. 10-all. 5:44 left in the opening quarter. Tied at 10. Natasha Cloud with a scissor dribble off to the left. Cloud with a pitch out to Stewart. Right side, Jones. Jones with a fake against the double team. In the right corner is Phoebich. Phoebich drives in on Cunningham with a left-handed scoop. Missed it. Ball volleyballed out of bounds. It belongs to the Indiana Fever with a shot at the lead. My two cohorts from Snowman in the morning, Vic Law and the Big Dog in the chat with us. Welcome to you. 10-10 our score. Fever look for the lead for the first time tonight. Mitchell hands to McDonald. McDonald on the right wing gets in the lane. Back to the left corner, Cunningham. Dump low left, Howard. Howard looks against Breanna Stewart in the lane. Shuffles her feet and scoops it up and in. And the Fever grab the lead 12-10 as we're under the 5-minute mark for the first. Stewart brings it up. Stewart in the front court against Natasha Howard. Out front, Ionescu. Ionescu works off the Stewart screen, has it left wing, holds and looks, and we get a foul underneath on Ari McDonald. And I believe that will send us to our first official timeout. 4:55 left in the quarter. It's the Fever 12 and the New York Liberty 10 on your home for Indiana Fever alternative play-by-play coverage, the Indiana Sports Hub and Snowman Sports Net. All right, let's take a look at our scoreboard update. The Tigers trail the Pirates now 5-3, and the Red Sox trail the Phillies still 4-1. Let me get my buddy Pure Adrenaline Sports up on the screen here. I think I already know why things are like fouling up the way that they are. And to think we're going to be lost in the Boston Sports Hub at some point soon. Yeah, August 15th. Zach. There we go. Got the message to him. Okay. Folks, this is my buddy John with Pure Adrenaline Sports. And I need you all to do me a favor. There we go. All right. There you go. There's the link for Pure Adrenaline Sports. Muso with a guess to our first question. He says 3 times. I can tell you that is wrong. How many times have the Fever won the WNBA championship? That's our first question of the night. Emma Messerman signing with the New York Liberty on Monday. She is a champion with Washington in 2019, and she was the finals MVP in what turned out, I believe, to be Elena Deladon's final season. Someone fact check me on that, please. Her final healthy season, I should say. (12-10) Fever with the lead, 4:55 remaining in the first quarter. Meanwhile, looking at our scoreboard update, the Guardians lead the Orioles. It's now 2-1. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning, as they have it in play to Stewart, or to Cloud, I beg your pardon, and it's stolen by McDonald. McDonald on the fly. McDonald bounce pass left corner to Natasha Howard. Howard in from the right, drops it to Lexi Hall. Out front, Boston, a straight on 3. Rebound comes down to the Liberty. Substitutions on the floor. We'll get you those in just a minute. 12-10 our score. 4:26 left in the first quarter. Natasha Cloud has it. Cloud off to the right. Looking low, they get a tour, a fake, a drive, and a score. And we're tied at 12 just like that. Lexi Hall has it off to the right. Lexi Hall on the fly. Drives in on Stewart. A bounce pass to Boston. A 14-footer in the lane. Rolls in. And it's 14-12. Indiana back in front. 3:49 left in the quarter. Ionescu plays it left side to Fibich. A 3. Bingo. 15-14, Liberty back in front. Aliyah Boston flying down the lane, lays it in. She's got 4. And the lead is 1 for Indiana, 16-15, and 3:28 left in the first. Remember, Indiana trailed by 8 at the end of 1, and the lead just kept growing. Here's Stewart circling the wagons on the baseline. Pitch out right side. A 3 by Fibich is good, but a foul called underneath. And Stephanie Talbot is also back with the New York Liberty. And I think Moose got the right answer. The answer is 1, and that came last year. Johannes looks to come in. Johannes comes in to Ionescu. Back to Johannes on the right wing. Johannes holds and looks, finds Stewart in the right corner. Stewart on the drive, right of the lane, comes up shooting. Short. Rebound, Aliyah Boston. Boston hustles it up. On the drive is Mitchell. Throws it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Ionescu. Back come the Liberty right to left. Ionescu scissor dribble in the front court. Gets past Lexi Hall. Ionescu throws a shot up there, and it is good. It is no good. I beg your pardon. Rebound comes down to Aliyah Boston. Flip ahead, Lexi Hall, a three from the left. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Ionescu. Ionescu on the fly. What a pass to Stewart. She lays it in. 17-16. New York by 1. And this is the time you don't want them to run away as Sydney Colson is on the floor. Here's Mitchell with a three from the left. Nope. Offensive foul on Aliyah Boston. All right, I'm going to change this at the end of the quarter. That's all. Just get me to the end of the quarter. (17-16). New York leads by 1. Ionescu brings it up. Damiris Dantas will come on for the first time for the Fever. Harrison has it out front. On the move to the left. Switches hands back to the right. Finds Ionescu out front. Ionescu backs up off the Harrison screen. 6 to shoot. Harrison with a bullet. Ionescu with a bullet pass underneath. That's out of bounds. Belongs to Indiana. Yes, dog. You heard me. August 15th. The Boston Sports Hub makes its debut, which means you need to get your schedule in order and to me. 17-16, 150 for the first. Damiris Dantas from Brazil on the move to the right, hands it off to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell backs up, 22-footer. Long rebound tipped down to Johannes. Johannes brings it up. 135 left in the first. In the left corner is a Burke three, which is good. Kennedy Burke smashes home a three. It's 20-16, 125 left in the first. Dantas tries to answer, in and out. Long rebound chased down by Ionescu. Ionescu into the front court. 1:15 left in the first. Ionescu backs up 4-3. Yep. 23-16, and the Liberty trying to run away again with 1:05 left in the first. 8-0 run by the Liberty in the last 2.5 minutes. Sydney Colson in the front court. Sydney Colson on the drive, right of the lane. Left corner, Cunningham. She comes up shooting for 3. Splash! And it's 23-19. 50 seconds left in the first. Ionescu front court to the left. Works off the double screen. Plays it right side to Harrison. Harrison fakes the handoff to Febich. Now Febich has it this time and throws it away. Lexi Hall the steal. And it did it again. Here's another 3 by Hall. Splash! So Cunningham and Hall bang home threes. 30 seconds for the quarter. Fully loaded 24 on the shot clock. Ionescu has it out front. Ionescu on the drive, left of the lane, comes up shooting. Rebound, Sophie Cunningham. A chance for the lead for the Indiana Fever. Now, remember, at the end of the first quarter, the last time these two teams played last week, they were down by 8. They trailed by 7 so far, but they're within a point. Colson dancing out front. The veteran from Texas A&M on the drive, left of the lane, pitch out left corner, a Cunningham 3. Long rebound, Lexi Hall, and that's the quarter. Done with 1. It's New York 23 and the Fever 22 on your home for Indiana Fever alternative play-by-play, the Indiana Sports Hub and Snowman Sportsnet. All right, I've had enough of this. I have had enough of this. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a change real quick. I want to thank you all for riding along with me. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Bottom of the 5th in Tampa. The Rays lead the White Sox 4-2. All right. Jonquel Jones will come back. Oh, come on. Really? Hang on, folks. It did it. It's doing it again. Okay. How about that? Aha. That's the problem. What? Okay, Dantas missed a shot to get the lead, and the rebound is by Jonquel Jones. I'm doing this off of another feed here. Okay. Jones misses. Sophie Cunningham the rebound. All right, there's a totally different way I'm doing this. How do I log into this thing? Out. And they just picked up a bucket. It's 25-22 New York. In case you didn't hear, Tyrann Mathieu has called it a career. All right. And now New York has stretched the lead out to 5. All right, it was a 1-point lead. They're into the second quarter. I'm having trouble with my feed here, so please forgive me. Okay. Missed shot from Dantas. Jones another rebound. Indiana still within 5, but not for long. What? This one? Maureen Johannes just splashed home a 3. And Stephanie White used a timeout. Yvette Peters says Fever letting the game getting away from them already. You're right about that. You are right about that. You know, and it's like we know they can win without Caitlin Clark because this is a team game. Okay, try again. I apologize for the technical difficulties here, folks. I really do. Aha! There we go. Okay. What? Are you serious? All right, try another way. Try another way. There's more than one way to get this. More than one way to get this doggone thing. And I'm going to get it. We got this game tonight. We have... What in the... Never mind. We have this one tonight. Astros tomorrow afternoon. Thursday night, we have the Aces and the Fever. And that will be combined with the Astros game against the Oakland Athletics. All right. Try again. On your mark, get set, go. What's up, RC? Okay. All right, we're going to be back to business here in just a moment. 7:48 for the half. It's an 8-point New York lead, 30-22. And I'm sorry I missed the top of the second quarter. All right. We're in business, folks. We are in business. Maureen Johannes just banged home a 3 from distance. All right, here's a trivia question for you. Who made the first 3-point field goal in WNBA history? Give you the answer at halftime. Sydney Colson in the front court. Now finds Damiris Dantas. Dantas fakes the handoff, looking, has it out front to McDonald. McDonald with a fake on Johannes. Stutter step dribble out front. And McDonald pulls up from 18 and splashes it home. I'm trying to use different vocabulary, but I just know what I'm used to when I call basketball games. Breanna Stewart trots it up. Stewart in the front court, places to Jonquil Jones left of the key, hands to Johannes, a one-legged 3, an air ball out of bounds. It'll belong to the Indiana Fever with a chance to cut it to 4 or 3 with a long one. Left to right come the Fever, 7:12 remaining in the first half as McDonald brings it up, finds Aliyah Boston, who's back on the floor. Boston kills the dribble out front, holds and looks, hands it to Cunningham. Cunningham off the Boston screen, standing dribble off to the right. Out front, Natasha Howard. Howard drives in, fakes, comes back out to McDonald. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. McDonald flying in, righty layup at the horn. Yes! Just as the shot clock went dead. 30-26, Fever back within 4. Kelsey Mitchell, 6 points in the game. And that was Mitchell who got the basket. Jones underneath, missed the shot. Tries again, missed that one. Aliyah Boston the rebound. Now a chance to cut it to 2 or 1 with a long one. Kelsey Mitchell out to the left, or out to the right, rather. Takes the long 3. Rimming, no. Rebound, Jonquil Jones. Outlet pass, Breanna Stewart. Stewart on the fly. Pitches it left corner to Cloud. Natasha Cloud on the drive in from the left with a right-hand scoop. It's good. 32-26. It's a 6-point lead and 6:10 remaining in the first half. Aliyah Boston hands it to Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham on the drive. Over the top pass to Boston. Goes up. Missed the layup. Ball on the floor. Still on the floor. Phoebus comes out with it. Long outlet pass ahead to Cloud. Bullet pass Breanna Stewart on the right wing. Stewart comes out. Has it on the right wing. And Jonquil Jones and Natasha Howard wrestling underneath. And it's Howard that will be called for the foul. That is his first. 459 Buster in the house with us. Good to have you along. It's a 6-point lead. 32-26. Liberty with the lead. Here's Ionescu with a fake. Drives in with a right-handed hook. Missed it. Rebound taken down by Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell brings it up. 18 on the shot clock as Mitchell has it out front. Dump low left Boston. Boston with a fake on Breanna Stewart. Gets Stewart out of the way. Turnaround shot in the lane is good. And the Fever stay within 4. 5:24 remaining in the first half. Natasha Cloud brings it up. And we get a foul on Kelsey Mitchell. $5:19 remaining in the first half. They have it in play to Natasha Cloud. Over the top pass, Breanna Stewart. Stewart right of the lane. Over the top into Jonquil Jones. And an offensive foul on Jonquil Jones. That'll be her second. .508 left in the half. Jonquil Jones in her first game back has 5 points and 5 rebounds. She's only 1 of 7 from the field. Chance to make it a 2-point game. Kelsey Mitchell off to the right. Mitchell works it right of the lane. Bounce past Boston. 15-footer. Got it. 2-point game. This time Indiana staying with the Liberty and not letting them run away. Isabel Harrison will come on for Jonquil Jones in just a minute. Over the top pass to Sabrina Ionescu, and we can get a whistle and a timeout. It's a timeout. We have a timeout with 4:43 remaining in the second quarter. It's the Liberty 32 and the Fever 30. Decent Fever Liberty game so far. That is very true. RC Hawkeye Bears want Caleb Williams to complete 70% of his passes. Good luck. There's no way he's going to complete 70% of his passes, especially given the fact that his offensive line is a sieve and will continue to be a sieve. Ionescu has 3 points so far, RC, 1 for 4 from the field. All right. You know what it is at halftime? Not running any commercials here, not anymore. Don't have any paying sponsors yet. Working on that. But it's all about you guys. So if you have a question you'd like me to answer, please put the question in the chat and I'll answer it at halftime. Because halftime's about the fans Q&A at the half. (32-30) our score in favor of the New York Liberty. With 4:43 remaining in the second quarter. We're in the midst of a timeout right now. Done 2 raids so far. We're going to do a third one really quick. We did a raid on the Sports Nuts. And the other one we did for Pure Adrenaline Sports. So we're going to do a third one right now. And this is for my buddy play-by-play with JJ, Jason Joseph. And he's on a right now. Oops. I did that wrong. Doggone it. There we go. Put the link right here. And there we go. We get a turnover. Blue Jays are trying to rally against the Yankees, as you may have heard. Kelsey Mitchell gets Natasha Cloud away from her, finds Natasha Howard. Howard on the drive in from the right, lost the ball, and it's gathered in by Boston. Boston backs in on Harrison, throws the lefty hook. Nope, Harrison the rebound. Indiana has not, well, they haven't led since 16-15. Here's Natasha Cloud on the fly into the lane. Reverse layup missed. Rebound Aliyah Boston. Now they have a chance to get the lead with a long one. Cunningham 4-3. Splash! And there it is. Indiana back in front 33-32. Their first lead since 16-15. They're on a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 3:54 remaining in the first half. They go over the top to Breanna Stewart. Stewart backs up at the foul line. Fakes. Back out Ionescu. A deep three. I'm surprised that shot stayed out. Aliyah Boston brings it up herself. Fever up 1. In the corner is Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell holds in the left corner, comes out against Breanna Stewart. Over the top pass into Howard. Howard on the cut is Aliyah Boston. Got grabbed and a foul call. Here's the second trivia question of the night from the Green Shields Trivia Foundation. How many times have the Liberty been to the WNBA Finals? I'm gonna guess 3. Here's a steal by Ionescu, and here they come. Ionescu on the fly, skips, drives in, throws the shot up, no good. Harrison follows, good. New York back in front. 34-33, 3:15 remaining in the first half. Here's Mitchell with a step back 3. Splash! And the Fever lead by a pair, 36-34. Kelsey Mitchell, 9 points tonight, 4 of 8 from the field. And we have a jump ball. 4.59 Buster, Indy starting QB, Jones or Richardson? I'd give the keys to Jones right now. Evan Nemkova, first 3-pointer, 6 times. First 3-pointer. They say 6 times for the Liberty. I know that first answer is wrong on who made the first 3-pointer in WNBA history. I know that first answer is wrong. Here's the jump ball controlled by the Liberty. Off to the left is Ionescu, 13 on the clock. Ionescu drives against McDonald. Back to Stewart. First 3 of the game is no good. Rebound McDonald. McDonald waits for traffic to clear and trots it up. McDonald in the front court outside right. Scissor dribble over the top pass into Howard. She shoots it in. 38-34. The Fever lead by 4. And 2:36 remaining in the half. And Kennedy Burke takes care of that. Chops it back to a 2-point game. 38-36 on that layup. Ionescu with the assist. Here comes Kelsey Mitchell on the fly all the way. Scoop layup, nope, but a foul called, and Mitchell shoots 2. Good job by Natasha Howard immediately attacking the basket when they got the pass to her. Instead of taking a dribble or a couple of extra steps. Mitchell to the free throw line. First free throw, good. She's got 10 in the game. Now she shoots for point number 11. Next time we'll be with you will be Thursday when the Fever hosts the Las Vegas Aces at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Second attempt good. Mitchell has 11, and the lead is 40-36, and 2:20 remaining in the first half. Now, if you're Indiana, you want to turn the screws defensively. You got them playing down in the mud. Ionescu has it out front. She got fouled, nothing called. Spike Lee complaining. They dump it low, and it's stolen. Stolen back by Harrison. Flying in. Right-hand layup good. 2-point game. 40-38. The Fever lead by a deuce. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Natasha Howard has it between the rings against Isabel Harrison. Howard on the move to the right, picks up the dribble, has it out front to McDonald. McDonald on the drive, right in the lane, all the way to the hoop, shoots it in. And a foul call. McDonald with 4 and a chance for 5, and that would be the biggest lead of the night for the Indiana Fever. That foul is charged to Febich. That'll be her first. McDonald's free throw is good. It's a 5-point lead with 100 seconds remaining, or just about 100 seconds remaining in the first half. Breanna Stewart on the move to the right, picks up the dribble, holds and looks, finds Febich. Out front, Harrison. Harrison picks up the dribble, looking for help. Finds Ionescu on the left wing, 6 to shoot. Ionescu with a crossover dribble against Lexi Hall. Ionescu leans into a 3. That's an air ball, and that's going to fall harmlessly out of bounds, and Indiana will take possession. Nemkova with the Cleveland Rockers, 1997. Nope. Wrong answer. Wrong answer, Moot. Oh, they have been 6 times. Okay. Now I'm learning a lot. 43-38, Fever lead by 5. 1:20 remaining in the first half. McDonald has it out front to Mitchell. Lost the ball, able to get it back. Back to McDonald on the right wing, directing traffic. 14 to shoot. McDonald has it out front, finds Lexi Hall. Over the top pass into Boston. Boston has it right baseline. Backs in, comes back out Mitchell. A 3 from the left wing. Splash! And Indiana leads by 8 with a minute to go in the first half. And timeout, Sandy Brondello and company. Kelsey Mitchell with 14 in the first half. 58.7 left. Fever 46, New York 38 on the Indiana Sports Hub. The first 3-point shot in WNBA history was made by Teresa Weatherspoon of the New York Liberty. Wrong again. Wrong again, Moose. Oh, that's Callie? That's the wrong answer. I thought it was Moose because Moose usually guesses the questions and Callie usually provides the question. It was not Teresa Weatherspoon who made the first 3-pointer in WNBA history. Let's see if someone will get it. Let's see if someone will get it. How do you guys like the chat box? Should I shorten it a little bit? Keep it even with the scoreboard and the keep it even with the scoreboard and everything else. I think I may shorten that and put the scroll message somewhere else. I'll get it right. 8-point lead, 46-38 in favor of the Indiana Fever. They've come from 8 down, and they lead by 8. Kelsey Mitchell, the veteran from Ohio State, has 14 points to lead the charge. Ionescu has it out front to Stewart. On the left wing is Febich. 49 seconds left in the first half. Febich on the drive to the free throw line, steps in, lean in, flip. Nope, foul called, and Febich shoots a pair. Fouls on Lexi Hall. That's her first, and that's the penalty situation. 459 Buster guess Cappy Pondexter. That is wrong. Febich to the free throw line to try to cut this lead down to 6. First one. Yep. Aliyah Boston will come in. Dantas comes out as the Fever lead by now by 7, 46-39. The second attempt on the way, good. It's a 6-point lead, 46-40. Here's McDonald on the move, in from the right. McDonald fumbled the ball, able to get it back. Now finds Howard. Howard on the drive, left of the lane against Breanna Stewart. Howard on the fake, into the lane. Wild scoop shot. Nope, loose ball foul. Natasha Howard. And now 2 more free throws coming for the New York Liberty. Breanna Stewart will take these. Both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the half. Stewart gets ready, shoots the first one. Good. 46-41. Second free throw also good. 6 points in the game for Stewart. 46-42. 5 difference, shot clock to game clock. 6 points for Stewart. 2 of 4 from the field. McDonald standing dribble. I say wear it all the way down. Wear the clock all the way down. McDonald with a wraparound dribble flying in. Got stripped. It's off of McDonald. It's out of bounds. And it will belong to the New York Liberty with 10.5 remaining. It is not Teresa Weatherspoon who made the first 3-point field goal. 9 seconds. Stewart brings it up. 7, now 6. Stewart, wraparound dribble, lost the ball. Mitchell a steal. Gotta hurry. 3-2. Mitchell pulls up for 3. And the half is over. Done with the first half, and your score is the Indiana Fever 46 and the New York Liberty 42. And the answer to the question of who made the first 3-point field goal in WNBA history was by Rhonda Blades Brown of the New York Liberty. Came during its inaugural game, June 21st, 1997, at the Staples Center. And that was our only field goal attempt of the game. 46-42 our score. We're going to step away for a break. And when we come back, more chat shenanigans, more trivia, and more stuff. This is Indiana Fever basketball. Oof. Damn it. All right, 46-42 here at the half. And someone posed a question to me about one Anthony Richardson or the quarterback battle in Indianapolis. Should Anthony Richardson be the starter or should Daniel Jones be the starter? If you want my honest opinion, to whomever, I forgot who, I think it was 459 Buster who asked that question. I think it was. I think Daniel Jones should be the starter. He's mobile. Okay. He just never had a good offensive line in front of him. So you put that into place. You also have something that the Giants mismanaged in terms of use, which is a running back. Thank you, Saquon Barkley. And I think Jones is due for another breakout year and possibly another playoff appearance. And possibly, I say possibly, and I capitalize that word, a division title. But everything has got to flow right into place, and the Colts got to get off the field on third down. That's the big thing. That's the biggest thing for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got to get off the field defensively on third down. They do that, they will be fine. And they will indeed, I think, compete for a division title. 46-42 is our score. As we peek in on the White Sox and the Rays, it's the Rays up 4-3. They're in the bottom of the seventh. Astros and Diamondbacks in about an hour from now. Milwaukee Brewers are looking for their 12th consecutive win. And why don't we just go through the scores right now? They're in the top of the ninth in Washington. It's 6-1 in favor. Let me do this another way. There's another way I want to do this to show everybody what's going on. All right. Through the scores we go. They're in the bottom of this. Doggone it. Oops. Wrong one. Ay. I messed up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There we go. Because the board I'm looking for is this one. All right. There's the correct scoreboard. And now we're going to navigate through the results. They're done with 7 in Pittsburgh, 8-3 in favor of the Pirates over the Tigers. They're in the bottom of the 8th in Miami. The Marlins lead the Padres 3-1. It's the Guardians leading the Orioles 5-3. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning of that game. What has happened to the Baltimore Orioles? Nationals up 6-1 on the Reds. They're in the top of the 9th. Phillies lead the Red Sox 4-1. They're in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 6th at Skydome, 2 out, a runner on first. The Yankees lead the Blue Jays 4-3. Angels trail the Mets 3-2. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Giants shutting out the Braves 5-0. They're also in the bottom of the 6th inning. They go into the bottom of the 7th in Tampa, and the Rays lead the White Sox 4-3. White Sox looking to keep their winning streak going. Bottom of the 4th in Texas, the A's and the Rangers doing battle, and they are tied at 1. Cubs lead 2-0 over the Royals. They're in the top of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 2nd inning in Colorado, it's the Rockies over the Cardinals 1-0. Late games go this way. Brewers and Mariners at 9:40. Brewers looking for their 12th consecutive win. Astros look to keep their winning streak going as they face off against the Arizona Diamondbacks. They won last night 6-3. Twins and Dodgers will be at 10-10, and I think that's the last one of the night. It is. And let's go to the W and show you scores from the WNBA, because that is why y'all are here. Sparks lead the Mystics by 3, 67-64. They're close to the end of the third quarter there. They're at halftime in Minnesota, and the Lynx lead the Sky. That score is 47-38. And our two late games tonight. Here's the first one. The Atlanta Dream and the Las Vegas Aces. They'll go at 10, and also at 10, it's the Dallas Wings against the Seattle Storm. In New York, it's the Fever leading the Liberty 46-42 at the half as we count down to 1,900 subscribers. If you like what you hear and what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. You can also contribute to the Cash App to help to help us help the channel grow, and you can also become a member of the channel. And the Blue Jays have just tied the Yankees at 4 apiece on a 2-out run-scoring single. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning at Skydome. We'll keep our eye on that one. Here it's 46-42 in favor of the New York Liberty. They've come from 8 points down. They are now 8 points ahead. The trick is, can they keep the lead? Second half on the way after this. All right, third quarter time at the Barclays Center. And your score is 46-42 in favor of the Indiana Fever. They trailed this game once upon a time by 8, and now they lead by 8. Both teams shooting 47% from the field. Now, can you play a similar second half than as well as the first half? Let's find out. So, starters on the floor for both teams. Kelsey Mitchell led Indiana with 14 points. It's Mitchell, Cunningham, McDonald, who had 5 big points. Howard and Boston up front. Natasha Cloud to Breanna Stewart on the left wing. As we get ready, we are underway. Febich backs in on Cunningham, turns, shoots, and scores. 46-44, 9:40 left in the third as McDonald has it in the front court. Out front, Aliyah Boston. Boston on the drive, right of the lane, all the way to the hoop on Jonquil Jones and lays it in. 48-44. Here comes Breanna Stewart, right baseline. Backs in on Natasha Howard. Fakes in the lane. Turnaround shot. Short. Rebound, Natasha Howard. Back come the Fever on the push. Howard across into the front court. The veteran from Florida State leaves it for Boston underneath McDonald. Pitch out Cunningham. 3-ball left corner. Splash! $51-44. Hey, wait a minute. Where'd it go? Hold on a minute. Did I miss something here? Oh, come on. You mean I got to... Hold on a minute. You got to be kidding. Oh, dag nabbit. It wouldn't read it. Hold on. Let me. Okay, back to business. 145 left in the third. And thanks to my Dr. K, here's a three, and that's good. It's a 2-point game, 67-65. 135 left in the third. Thank you to my wife for a quick assist. Colson has it front court to the left. Colson standing dribble. Backs up, holds and looks. Out front, Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall backs up on the dribble, 10 to shoot. Now on the right side is Cunningham. Back to Lexi Hall. Back to Cunningham. In the right corner, Mitchell. Mitchell got bumped, no call. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Mitchell 3 is no good. And the rebound, Isabel Harrison. New York looks to tie or get the lead with a long one. They run ahead to Stewart. Flying in. Shoots it in. Tie game at 67. And Stephanie White wants time. 7-0 run by the New York Liberty in the last minute 19. You guys should see my face. It's right here. Do you all not see me? I didn't realize that. Never mind. Okay, I hope it's correct now. I hope everything is, the configuration is correct now. All right, they were in the midst of a timeout. Let's go through some scores. Mets lead the Angels 3-2. They were in the bottom of the seventh. They were in the top of the ninth in Tampa. White Sox trail the Rays 4-3. Cleveland has doubled up Baltimore 6-3. 8-5 now. Pittsburgh over Detroit. Texas leads the Oakland Athletics 2-1. Cubs over the Royals 2-0. Houston, Arizona getting ready to start here in a moment. Colorado shutting out St. Louis 6-0. They're in the top of the fourth inning. Milwaukee, Seattle, Minnesota, and the Dodgers to come later. Finals are in. It is the Miami Marlins over the San Diego Padres. That final 4-3. Washington beats Cincinnati 6-1. Philadelphia over Boston 4-1. And I think we just got a final. It is Tampa 4, Rays 4, and the White Sox 3. So all those are the finals that are in so far. Here we're in the midst of a Donnybrook 67 all with 105 left in the third. And remember, they are doing this without Caitlin Clark, the Fever is. Now a chance for Indiana to regain the lead with a minute left in the third. Yeah, how about those Brewers, Cynthia? Going for 12 in a row, and I hope they beat Seattle tonight, and I have a personal reason. Lexi Hall out to the left. Out front, Dantas. Hands to Mitchell. Mitchell standing dribble. Finds Lexi Hall. 6 to shoot. Hall back to Mitchell. A three-pointer from the right. No. And the rebound taken down by Breanna Stewart. Stewart brings it up. finds Burks for three. Nope. And the rebound, Harrison. Harrison lost the ball. Ball on the floor. It'll belong to the Fever with 33.2 left in the third. Oh, what happened? I pushed the wrong configuration, Callie. We're up to 1,895 subscribers. Let's see if we can get 1,900 before before the game is out. 30 seconds left in the third, 22 on the shot clock as Colson brings it up. Out front, Cunningham on the move to the right. Hands to Mitchell. And an offensive foul on Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham says, check it. I'm inclined to agree. They won't check it. They will not check it. New York with a chance at the lead. 16 seconds left in the third. Stewart has it out front, guarded by Sophie Cunningham. Stewart on the drive into the lane, shoots it in, and New York is up by a pair. Here's Colson on the fly. Colson in the front court finds Lexi Hull for three from the right. Bank! No! And that's the quarter. Indiana led by 4 at the half. They trail by a deuce now. I'm going to take a breather. 69-67 in favor of the New York Liberty. We head to the fourth and final period after this. Oops. Hold on a minute. Say again. Okay. I love you. Damn stretch. We're going to try again. When you know this is the last one, which means I got the other one that's activated and charged. All right, let's try again. There we go. Ow. Okay. All right. What? Doggone it. All right, something is wrong with my meter and the strips they're in. I don't know what. Okay, we're headed to the fourth quarter. It is New York 69 and Indiana 67. Both teams led this game by as many as 8. Yes. All right. Favorite ball with a chance to tie as Kelsey Mitchell brings it up. Howard, Boston, Mitchell, Cunningham, and Colson, the 5 on the floor for Indiana. Cunningham off to the left. Low left, Boston. Boston on the move, left to right. 8 to shoot. Out front, Colson. Colson on the left of the lane. Finds Howard. Baseline jump. Nope. Freebich the rebound. New York ball up 2 and 9:30 remaining in the ball game. Ionescu only 3 points in the contest, and those 3 points came early. On the right side is Freebich. Freebich holds and looks on the drive into the lane in on Cunningham. Stripped, but a foul called. And Freebich shoots a pair. Sophie Cunningham picks up the foul. Freebich's free throw is good. 70-67. New York with the lead. 10 in a row for the Liberty. And this is the run that you were afraid of. Make it 11 with that second free throw. 71-67. New York leads by 4. 9:18 left in the third, and I just made a mess. Here comes McDonald with a bounce pass. Cunningham, a 3-ball from the left. Breanna Stewart, the one-handed pickoff. And New York's threatening to run away. They're up 4 with 9 minutes left. Johannes off to the right. Johannes on the drive to the baseline. Had it poked away by Aliyah Boston, out of bounds. Baseline right. They look to come in play to Freebich. Freebich on the move off the Jones screen. Picks up her dribble. Now finds Stewart. Over the top pass into Jones. Got the layup. And Stephanie White wants time. Jonquel Jones has come alive. She had 8 points in the third quarter. She begins with a bucket here in the fourth. And the Fever find themselves down by 6, 73-67. A pause for this timeout while I get myself back together. Stand by. All right. 73-67. The Liberty lead by 6. They are on a 13-0 run, bridging the quarters. If there was ever a time that the Indiana Fever need a bucket, it's this upcoming trip. Now, I see something I may cover with the Athletes Unlimited softball. Ooh, Jamal Adams signs with the Raiders? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. And there's the queen, Sabrina Ionescu, knocking down every shot in sight. All right, back to business. McDonald in the front court. Bounce pass Aliyah Boston on the left wing. Hands it off to Colson. Right side, Natasha Howard, who's back in the game. Howard holds and looks. 9 to shoot. That ball tipped out of bounds. And it stays with the Fever. They'll have 6 seconds to try a shot. Ionescu getting an extended rest to start the fourth quarter. In play to McDonald. A bounce pass stolen by Stewart. 8:25 left. It's been about 4 minutes since Indiana scored. In the right corner is Burks. Burks comes out on the dribble, looking low, and we get a foul underneath on Aliyah Boston. The Fever have got to turn the screws defensively, and they got to do it now. That's the 4th foul on Aliyah Boston, who has 10 points in the contest tonight. Burks to come in underneath to Johannes, back to Burks on the right wing. Breanna Stewart has it off to the right. Stewart pitches right corner, left corner. Jones 3 wide rebound. Natasha Howard, and back she comes on the push. Howard in the front court finds Lexi Hall with a spin right of the lane. Back outside to Howard. Howard holds and we get a foul underneath on Jonquil Jones. Ionescu back in for Maureen Johannes. Breanna Stewart. Whoops. Stays in the game. Beg your pardon. Ionescu back in. Only 3 points in the game. They haven't in play to McDonald. McDonald off to the left finds Aliyah Boston. Boston on the fly into the lane. Fakes. Gets underneath. And Jones blocks it. Aliyah tries again to McDonald. 12-footer in the lane. Nope. Ball volleyballed out to Burks, and here they come again. Burks in the front court outside left. Burks on the drive left of the lane all the way to the hoop. Her shot's blocked by Howard and cleared by Boston. Ahead to Lexi Hull. Hull in the front court. Hull fakes the 3. Bounce pass to Natasha Howard, low right. Howard on the drive into the lane. Goes up, blocked. Foul called. Foul is called on Ionescu. Natasha Howard shoots a pair. Great job recovery defensively for Natasha Howard. See if she can knock these two down, bring the lead back down to 4. But you got to make this first one. She does. She's got 13 points in the game, along with 6 rebounds. Aliyah Boston, 10 points and 10 rebounds. Howard tries again. In and out, and it stayed out. Jonquil Jones, the rebound. 5-point lead for New York. 7:17 remaining in the ball game. Indiana played so well for about 2 3/4 quarters. Try and figure that out. Stewart spins on Howard, comes up shooting and hitting, and the foul. And now this free throw can match their biggest lead of the ball game. Final question of the night. When did the Liberty and Fever first face off against each other? Breanna Stewart to the free throw line. She's got 16 points with a chance for 17. The free throw is good. 8-point lead for the Liberty. 7:05 remaining. Plenty of time to come back and get this one, but you got to turn the screws defensively. But first, you got to get a bucket here. Aliyah Boston has it out front. Hands to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell, 18-footer out front. Got it. 76-70 with 6:45 left. Stewart in the front court with a wraparound dribble, guarded by Howard. Picks up her dribble, now finds Jonquel Jones, hands it off to Phoebich. Phoebich on the drive into the lane, leans into McDonald. Her 15-footer is short, and the rebound taken down by Aliyah Boston. That's her 11th rebound of the night. Now, can they take advantage and get some points? Hull finds Howard. A three-pointer from the right, short. And the rebound is to Lexi Hull. Oh, she missed the layup. And the rebound, Jonquel Jones. Lexi Hull missed a gimme and didn't. And New York has the ball up 6. Here's Ionescu on the fly to the baseline. Pitch back out. Jonquel Jones for 3. Splash. Oh, man. Another scoring drought. And Stephanie White wants time. Another scoring drought for the Indiana Fever. That's been one of the tales of their season. 18 points for Jonquel Jones to go along with 9 rebounds. She's 3 of 7 from distance. And it looks like another game is going to slip through the Fever's fingers. 6:01 for the game. 79 for the Fever. 79 for the Liberty. 70 for the Fever. Back after this timeout. The return of Jonquel Jones has been felt by both teams since Indiana led 67-60. The New York Liberty are on a 19-3 run, bridging the quarters. And Jonquel Jones is a major part of the reason why the Liberty are up by 9 right now with 6 minutes left. 18 points, 9 rebounds for the reigning WNBA Finals MVP. 5 of 13 from the field, 3 of 7 from distance, but her return has been felt big time. And these scoring droughts for the Indiana Fever have got to cease. The inconsistency, and I'll say it again, the inconsistency of the Indiana Fever is maddening. 13 points in the second half tonight. They're in the top of the ninth in Toronto. The Yankees have the lead over the Blue Jays 5-4. We'll keep our eye on that one. McDonald brings it up. 9-point New York lead. 15 on the shot clock. 19-4 since 2:47 remained in the third quarter. And we get a foul underneath on Natasha Cloud. Yeah, I agree with you, Callie. Go Jays. Beat those Yankees again. McDonald out front. You got to get some points. Have to get some points. Boston left of the key. Out front, Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Over the top to Boston. Back to McDonald. A 3-ball from the right. Rebound, Ionescu. 5.5 left. Ionescu brings it up in the front court. Ionescu on the drive to the right. Pull up 20-footer. Yes. 81-70. The Liberty lead by 11. You got to have a bucket here if you're Indiana. 5:20 left. Time slipping away. That is her first bucket for Ionescu since the first quarter. Boston backs in on Jonquel Jones. Fake spin, shoots. Yes, and a foul called. Free throw to come for Aliyah Boston. She's got 12 with a chance for 13. First rule of defense, stop the ball. They didn't. Ionescu walked right into a 20-foot shot and buried it. Jonquel Jones will depart. Jones committed the foul. Aliyah Boston to the free throw line. Her free throw is good. 81-73. It's an 8-point lead, but this is the end where you have to execute. You got to turn the screws defensively. Breanna Stewart off to the right. Now finds Febich. Out front, Natasha Cloud. Cloud on the move to the left. Picks up the dribble. Out front, Ionescu between the rings. 10 to shoot. Ionescu finds Breanna Stewart. Backdoor, Ionescu. She's got a layup. 7 points for Ionescu. And the lead is 10. 83-73. There is no sense of urgency with the Fever right now. They're down 10, 4:45 left. Boston has it out front. Hands to Mitchell. Mitchell backdoor to Boston. Creeps down the baseline. Now to Cunningham in the left corner. Cunningham on the drive. Over the top pass, tipped, out of bounds. Which way? It stays with Indiana. Remember, Indiana led this game by 8. They led at the half. And an offensive foul on Aliyah Boston as she knocked over Sabrina Ionescu. And that is the correct call. That is absolutely the correct call. Stewart in the front court outside left finds Ionescu. A left corner 3. And this ball game is over. 86-73 with 4:15 left. And now 17,000 stand as 1 as Mitchell drives left baseline, is fouled. She'll shoot 2 with 4:13 left. 67-60 was the score with 2:47 left in the third quarter. And since then, the one run that you dread, New York has made. (26-6). 26-7 is this current run. Second attempt by Mitchell. Good. 86-75. 4:13 left, and New York has hit its average points-wise. Ionescu out front. Backdoor Stewart. Lost the ball. A steal by Howard. Howard across into the front court. A bounce pass stolen by Cloud. Trying to do too much. A pitch out Ionescu. 4-3. Good night. Ay. Another scoring drought is going to doom the Indiana Fever. And Indiana's out of timeouts. Indiana is out of timeouts. Shows you who the Shows you who the champs are, and it's the New York Liberty, and they're playing like it. They're going to win 3 out of 4 in this season series. Ionescu with 10 fourth quarter points in the last 3 minutes. 10 fourth quarter points in the last 3 minutes. And they are 4 for 4, and she is 4 for 4 from the field. Again, to mention, Indiana out of timeouts with 3:51 left. Lexi Hall will come in for Natasha Howard. They need a bushel of points, the Fever do, and they need them fast. And again, I'll mention, no timeout left. .351 left. They have it in play to Ari McDonald. McDonald in the front court. BGS, thanks for joining tonight. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell fly into the lane, fakes, goes up, and scores. 89-77. The threshold of points that they had last time these two teams played last week. Here comes Stewart. Stewart on the creep left baseline. Back out Ionescu. Fakes a 3. A step around 3 is short. And the rebound chased down by McDonald. 3:18 left. McDonald in the front court. McDonald off the Boston screen. Finds Cunningham. Cunningham picks up her front. McDonald in the corner. Mitchell tipped out of bounds with 3:06 left. And now they're calling for a review, and they're going to get it. I was in another chat, and someone said every time they have momentum, coach would switch out players. Why do you not keep your? My thoughts are these, and it's in the form. My thought is this, and it's in the form of a question. Why do you not keep your hot hands on the floor? Why? Final from Atlanta. The Giants shut out the Braves 9-0. A final. Seattle and Milwaukee set to get started. They're done with an inning in Arizona. And there's in that game. Hi, Pumpkin. This might be a short review. The second in Arizona, no score. And look, and here's something else I talk about a lot: the body language. Body language. You can see the excitement with the Liberty. Well, I'm looking at the Liberty body language. They're jumping up and down, saying challenge the play, and the Fever just look like they're spent energy wise. They just look like they're absolutely spent. Bottom of the fifth in Colorado, and the Rockies lead 7-2 over the St. Louis Cardinals. The Angels are trying to make a mess of things as they trail the Mets. They were in the bottom of the ninth at Skydome. Take a look at of Kelsey Mitchell, and I think the Liberty are going to retain. And I believe they have reached their decision. The game is over at Skydome, and the Yankees hold on to win 5-4. So for the first time in about 2.5 months, the Yankees win on the road in Toronto. I would love Kenneth Clark to get to 2,000 subs by the end of. Matter of fact, y'all want to make that a goal? We got 9 days left in this month. Let's see if we can get to 2,000 by the end of the month. We're at 1,895 right now, 105 away from 2,000. Sabrina Ionescu has scored as many points as the Indiana Fever as a team. Calls overturned. It'll belong to New York. And it's another turnover against the Indiana Fever. Ionescu has scored 10 points in the fourth quarter. The Indiana Fever has scored 10 points in the fourth quarter. From a 2-point lead to 12. With 3:06 left. They have it in, now hands to Ionescu. 11th game that Caitlin Clark has missed this year, dealing with a quad injury and a groin injury. Ionescu out front. Scissor dribble off to the right, picks up the dribble, and it's stolen by Aliyah Boston. Ahead to Mitchell, finds McDonald for three. Natasha Cloud, the rebound. Outlet pass. Ionescu in the front court with a scissor dribble, steps through and fires. Nope, rebound Aliyah Boston. Ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, into the lane, fakes, lean in, scoop, got it. 10-point game. 89-79, and they have now exceeded the Fever have the score they had last time they were in Brooklyn. Meanwhile, Isabel Harrison steps through for a layup, and it's 91-79. Aliyah Boston has it off to the right with 2:10 left. 8 points for Isabel Harrison off the bench. McDonald out front to the right side. Lexi Hall flying in, had it stripped out of bounds. It will stay with the Indiana Fever with 2:01 left. Yay. Well, that's why they're the champs, and the Fever are nowhere close. Other reasons. Here's Boston. Backs in on Harrison. Lean in, scoop. Got it as time expires on the shot clock. 91-81. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Lynx beat the Chicago Sky again tonight, very handily. Underneath is Isabel Harrison. The shot is good and a foul called. And they're getting wide open lanes to the basket. Wide open. Well, we got 2 more games this week. We got the Aces on Thursday, and then we got a big one on Saturday in Chicago. 93-81. Free throw, good. 94-81 with 100 seconds left. Mitchell brings it up. A bounce pass, Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell works off the Dantas screen. Pitch back right side to McDonald, out of bounds. Oh, brother, it's been that kind of second half. 94-81, a minute and a half remaining. Ionescu brings it up. The Atlanta Dream and the Las Vegas Aces set to tip in a little bit. Matter of fact, they're set to go in about 180 seconds. Here's Ionescu turning around and lost the ball. Lexi Hull brings it up to Cunningham. Fake, a step back three, splash. 94-84 with 70 seconds remaining. And timeout called by the New York Liberty. With 1:10 left, another drought looks like it's going to doom the Fever to another loss. They'll drop to 12-12 on the year. And with Chicago on the horizon on Sunday. And Thursday, they get the Las Vegas Aces. Now, remember, they beat the handily in Indianapolis, which is where this game will take place. That's Thursday night. It's a 7 o'clock tip. And we'll have it for you. Channel. First three quarters, Breanna Stewart had 3 points. She was 1 for 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point land. And congratulations, Aliyah Boston, 1,500 career points. 1:10 left, 94-84. The Liberty with the lead, and they got the ball. They turned it on in the fourth quarter. They've outscored the Fever so far in this fourth quarter, 25-17, 52 second half points for the New York Liberty. That is why they're the champs. Ionescu to in, foul line extended right, comes in play to Harrison, and the foul called on Damiris Dantas, and it's a 2-shot foul. 1:08 left in this ball game. $16 points tonight for Isabel Harrison, 17 with that first free throw, making it 95-84. Harrison's second free throw, good, 96-84. As McDonald hustles it up, they'll have the Aces Fever will on Thursday. Dantas 3 is no good with a minute left. And Sophie Cunningham took a foul. With 58.1 seconds left, Natasha Cloud will shoot 2. No, it's not a blowout like last game, Callie. Cloud's free throw, good, 97-84. 58.1 seconds left. Second attempt on the way is good, 98-84. Second straight game where Indiana's allowed 98 points to the New York Liberty. Lexi Hull has it out front to Cunningham on the left wing. Dump low left Dantas. Turnaround shot left of the lane. No good. Ionescu the rebound. Ionescu chased into the corner. And timeout is called. And it's a reset timeout that's right here. To get her starters out, or to make a couple of quick changes, they have it in play to Cloud. 40 seconds remaining. Cloud in the front court outside right. Hook back to Harrison. Flying in. Missed the layup. Dantas the rebound. 30 seconds left. Court Mitchell finds Lexi Hall on the right wing. Hall with a fake. Driving in. Shoots it up. No good. And Stewart the rebound. And that's your game. They do not have to shoot the ball. They will not shoot the ball. But for the second straight, New York will win by double digits over the Indiana Fever. And then Jonquel Jones's return to the lineup. She and Breanna Stewart make the difference in the second half. Final score, it's the New York Liberty 98 and the Indiana Fever 84. A lot of questions to be answered before Thursday night's home game against Las Vegas. Kelsey Mitchell led the Fever. She finished with 29 points. Jonquel Jones finished with 18 to lead the champs. And the champs are the champs for a reason. Final score, New York 98 and your Fever 84. Next time we'll be with you will be tomorrow, because I think I'm just going to lay it down for the night. We'll keep you posted on the Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks. If I come back a little later, we'll see what happens. But I got to catch my breath after this one. I had a few problems physically. Let me see what happens. But signing off for right now. Final score, New York 98, Indiana 84. The preceding has been a presentation of the Indiana Sports Hub and Snowman Sports Net. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, as we continue our 30th season of Snowman Multimedia. Good night, and God bless y'all. The preceding has been a presentation of Snowman Sportsnet. For fans, by fans, all heart, all action.